The second season of Squid Game has already been announced. And why not? The first season was such a big hit. And it is a well-made show. The writing, the execution, everything is spot on. Well, pretty much. While the writing is great overall, there are some things that sort of ruined the experience for me. You may call these whatever you want, unanswered questions, plot holes, or just convenient writing, but here they are. Number 1. As you saw in the series, the entire premise where the games take place is covered with CCTV cameras, from the hall where the players live to the stairs room and the guards' rooms too. They keep a watch on everything and everyone. But there are some places that are left out. The doctor is never seen going to or coming back from the surgery room. In one of the episodes, the guards call for him and the doctor is in the hall, and as we all know, the hall is covered with CCTV cameras. So how did they get him to come out, and how did they take him to the surgery room without anyone seeing them? This is just convenient writing. In the same way, the cop is able to roam around the whole premise without anyone seeing him or noticing anything suspicious. Number 2. The curious case of the cop's iPhone. This guy's iPhone must be from another world because its battery just won't die.
Tell me everything. You know about the game.
He records activities for days, filming for hours at a stretch, types and deletes texts every night and whatnot. But the phone's battery never dies on him. It just goes on and on and on. Well, until when he needs it the most and has to make calls in order to get help. Number 3. Why are there never any missing reports whatsoever? As we are told in the series, the games have been taking place since the 1980s. So why have there been no missing reports? Over 400 people disappear every year, never come back, and still nothing. I mean, there should be mass missing reports in the police database, right? Number 4. If these people organizing the games are as intelligent as they say they are, then why are they so dumb around the whole picking up the players process? I mean, why would they send only one guard to do the riskiest job? Especially the second time around, when they know someone could try to take the guard down or have him arrested, which could in turn put their secret out in the open. Number 5. As per the frontman, all the players get a fair chance at the games. And this is a rule that he follows religiously. But how was it fair to the players who did not know they would be killed when they played the first game red light, green light? I mean, half of them were playing just for fun and did not even know what they were getting themselves into. Plus, the frontman himself toys with the rules during the 5th game, turning off lights to make things more difficult for the players. By the way, after seeing Squid Game on Netflix, we got to see Squid Game in real life too. A cryptocurrency by the same name was launched as a play-to-earn token. It's basically a virtual currency used to purchase items in video games. In less than a week, the price of Squid Game went up from $0.01 to $2,856. After that, it crashed 99.99% within a few minutes. The players, I mean the crypto buyers, complained that they were unable to sell their tokens. This is a classic pump and dump strategy to loot people's hard-earned money. The makers of this cryptocurrency ended up making a whopping $3.3 million. But the bigger question is, why don't people learn? Just like the series where players knew the risks, people in real life jumped to the chance of making some quick cash. This classic scam is not something new. This happens almost every day in the world's stock markets. And there's always this bunch of greedy people who think this time it would be different. While I don't encourage these risky bets, I do encourage a systematic way of investing and securing your future. Out of 10,000 crypto tokens, there are a few names who have not only stood the test of time but also proved beneficial for technological solutions. For instance, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. We just have to make sure that we are not putting all our eggs in one basket. But we have to put some in good baskets in order to be a part of this astonishing revolution. I'm leaving a link to India's best bootstrapped crypto exchange WazirX in the description. Do check it out and sign up for free and start investing at your own pace. What other plot holes did you find in Squid Game? Let me know in the comments. If you liked this video and want to see more such content in the future, then please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.